project at the moment is called the Family Basket, and the way that project came to life was me sorting through my own laundry. So I can't remember exactly when it was, but there was a moment that I'd got into my laundry basket, and at the very bottom there was an item of clothing that I hadn't seen in years, and it really reminded me of a time, of an emotion. So from that, more images came into mind. So it's I want to make a show, I want to make an outdoor show, and it's going to involve a family, and the family is going to be called Basket, Mrs. Basket, Miss Basket. And then there was a laundry basket that would grow and grow and grow. And out of that, pants exploded, swimming costumes. So there's real visual moments in it for me, or there's really intimate moments. So someone, whilst sorting through their dirty laundry, has found this item and it's got a stain, and it's a real precious moment that takes them, and maybe you see them being transported back to a different time. There's a theme that I want to run through it, which is mental health, and showing that we all have mental health, we all have laundry to wash, to clean, and there might be items when you're going through that laundry that, you know, you don't want anymore, you want to forget it, you want to put to one side, or you want to take it with you, or you really need to wash it because it really reminds you of a time that's just not great.
One of our first impulses for making this piece of work was to create a show that could be performed under the COVID restrictions. So where we have to have a distance from the audience, where we don't want people to necessarily rely on hearing all of the words to everything, we felt that now what we wanted to do was to move away from that, and in this show perhaps get away completely from verbal narrative, so text-based narrative, and instead to work on images. So what stories can we tell if you're just seeing something, whether you're seeing it from 2 meters apart, 2 meters away, or whether you're seeing it from right at the other end of the park. We wanted to be able to have something that's visually striking and arresting, and something that really draws people in, however far away they are. So for the last few days, we've been going through a really interesting process, and that's been working with our colleague and friend, Orit Azaz. And she's been able to provide something that you just can't do if it's the two of you working together, and that's the outside eye. So that's somebody who stands outside the work that you're doing and lets you know what's working, what's not working. Some of the processes that we've been going through with Orit include working with the object. So starting with an object, seeing what information that brings to us. What stories does that object suggest? What does that tell us about the character that perhaps we're exploring, that's emerging from that devising process?
We've been looking at, okay, so how do we create big images outside? So we worked with sheets.
What movement do sheets make? What can we do with them? How can we flex with them and move like them?
What does that look like? What does that mean? It ended up with a sheet workout. We've also made images on the floor with the clothes and made them into, we've given those stories and meaning, and put ourselves in the picture. So we'd lay the clothes out to create a person, and then we've animated that or put ourselves into that. So at the end of the few days that we worked together, we invited some people in to come and see what we'd done, so part of the research and development, so that we could then move on and see what the next steps were, and if any of this did actually work and how it read.